Do not listen to this recording while driving or operating machinery. Only listen when you are in a safe, quiet space where you can fully relax and bring your complete awareness to your own comfort, allowing yourself to drift into the peaceful sanctuary of deep, restorative sleep. Before we begin this transformative journey together, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, joining a community of souls dedicated to healing, growth, and the gentle art of releasing what no longer serves. Your subscription supports the creation of more healing content like this, nurturing a space where peace and renewal can flourish. Now, as you settle into your comfortable position, whether lying down or sitting in your favorite chair, allow your body to find its natural resting place. Feel the surface beneath you supporting your entire being, holding you with the steady embrace of the earth itself. Let your arms rest naturally at your sides or wherever they feel most comfortable, and allow your legs to relax completely, finding their own perfect position for this journey of release and renewal. Begin by taking a long, slow breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely with fresh, clean air. Hold this breath for just a moment, feeling the oxygen nourishing every cell in your body. Now exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing not just the breath, but any tension, any worry, any negative energy that you have been carrying throughout your day. With each exhale, you are already beginning the process of letting go. Take another deep breath, even deeper this time. And as you breathe in, imagine you are drawing in pure golden light. This light represents peace, confidence, and your natural state of being. As you exhale, see this golden light spreading throughout your entire body, while any darkness, any negative attachments, any limiting beliefs simply dissolve and fade away with your outgoing breath. One more deep breath now, and with this breath, you are making a conscious choice to release yourself from anything that has been holding you back. You are choosing to let go of old patterns, old wounds, old stories that no longer serve your highest good. As you exhale, you are creating space within yourself for confidence to grow, for your authentic self to emerge, for your natural radiance to shine freely once again. Now allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm, easy and effortless. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go, nothing you need to figure out or solve. This is your time to simply be, to rest, and to allow the gentle process of healing to unfold naturally within you. As you continue to breathe naturally, begin to notice how your body is already starting to relax. Perhaps you notice a softening in your shoulders, as if they are gently melting away from your ears. Maybe you become aware of your jaw releasing, your tongue resting comfortably in your mouth, and your facial muscles smoothing into an expression of peaceful neutrality. Feel your eyelids growing heavier with each breath, as if tiny weights of pure relaxation are gently pulling them closed. There is no need to force anything. Simply allow this natural heaviness to spread through your entire face, creating a mask of perfect tranquility that reflects the peace that is beginning to bloom within your heart. This peaceful feeling is now flowing down through your neck, like warm honey moving slowly and deliberately. Every muscle fiber in your neck is releasing, letting go of the tension that may have accumulated from carrying the weight of worries, expectations, or the judgments of others. Your neck is becoming completely relaxed, supporting your head with effortless ease as you sink deeper into this state of profound rest. The relaxation continues its gentle journey down into your shoulders, and as it does, imagine that these shoulders have been carrying invisible burdens for far too long. Perhaps you have been carrying the expectations of others, the fear of not being good enough, or the weight of past disappointments. With each breath, these invisible burdens are becoming lighter and lighter until they simply float away like dandelion seeds on a gentle breeze. Your arms are now joining in this symphony of relaxation from your shoulders all the way down to your fingertips. Feel the muscles in your upper arms becoming soft and loose as if they are made of the finest silk fabric. Your forearms are releasing completely and your hands are uncurling naturally, fingers slightly apart, palms facing upward in a gesture of openness and receptivity to all the good that life has to offer. As this wave of relaxation moves through your chest, notice how your heart space is beginning to expand. For too long, perhaps, your heart has been protected by walls of old hurt, disappointment, or fear. But now, in this safe space of deep relaxation, these walls are gently dissolving like mist in the morning sun. Your heart is remembering its natural state of openness, love, and unshakable confidence in your own worthiness. With each breath, your chest rises and falls in perfect rhythm, and with each exhale, you are releasing any negative attachments that have been stored in your heart space. These might be attachments to old relationships that no longer serve you, to versions of yourself that you have outgrown, or to outcomes that were never truly yours to control. As you breathe out, these attachments are dissolving completely, leaving only pure space for new growth, new love, and renewed confidence in your ability to create the life you truly desire. Feel this profound relaxation now moving into your abdomen, that deep center of your being where your personal power resides. For many people, this area holds tension from fear, anxiety, or self-doubt. But as the relaxation reaches this core part of yourself, imagine that any knots of tension are simply melting away like ice in warm sunlight. Your solar plexus is expanding with golden light, reconnecting you with your innate wisdom, your natural confidence, and your unshakable sense of self-worth. Your lower back is now joining in this process of complete release. This area often holds the stress of feeling unsupported or the burden of trying to please everyone except yourself. But now, As relaxation flows through your lower back, you are remembering that you are fully supported by the universe itself, and that your worth is not dependent on anyone else's approval or understanding. Your lower back is becoming completely soft and relaxed, supported by the very foundation of existence itself. The relaxation is now flowing down into your hips and pelvis, areas that often hold emotions and memories from the past. Any old energy that has been stored here, any remnants of past hurt or trauma, are now being gently dissolved and released. Your hips are opening and softening, creating space for new energy to flow freely through your entire being. Feel this beautiful relaxation moving down into your thighs, those powerful muscles that carry you forward in life. As they relax completely, you are symbolically letting go of any struggle or effort that has been required to move forward, despite carrying negative attachments. Your thighs are becoming completely soft and loose, as if they are made of warm, melted butter. Your knees are now releasing any stiffness or tension, becoming fluid and flexible. Knees often hold fear about moving forward or changing direction in life. But as your knees relax completely, you are opening yourself to the flow of positive change, trusting in your ability to move forward with grace and confidence into whatever lies ahead. The relaxation continues down into your calves and shins, dissolving any last vestiges of tension or resistance. Your lower legs are becoming completely soft and relaxed, like flowing water that moves effortlessly around any obstacles in its path. Finally, feel this wave of complete relaxation reaching your feet and toes. Your feet, which carry you through life, are now completely relaxed and at peace. Any tension from the journey you have been on, any weariness from the paths you have walked, is now dissolving completely. Your feet are soft, warm, and completely at rest. Your entire body is now in a state of profound relaxation. But more than that, you are in a state of profound release. You have already begun the process of letting go of negative attachments, and you can feel space opening up within you for something new, something better, something that truly serves your highest good. Now that your body is completely relaxed and at peace, your mind is naturally beginning to quiet as well, like a pond that becomes perfectly still after the wind stops blowing. Your thoughts are settling into a state of gentle calm. Any mental chatter, any inner criticism, any voices of doubt or fear are simply fading away into the background, becoming as distant as clouds, drifting across a vast sky. In this beautiful state of relaxation, I want you to imagine that you are standing at the edge of a magnificent garden. This is not an ordinary garden, but a sacred space designed specifically for release, healing, and renewal. The entrance to this garden is marked by an archway made of intertwining branches covered in delicate white flowers that seem to glow with their own inner light. As you approach this archway, you notice that there is a gentle, warm breeze carrying the most beautiful fragrance you have ever experienced. This is the scent of freedom, the aroma of letting go, the perfume of new beginnings. With each breath of this magical air, you feel any remaining tension in your body dissolving completely, and any negative thoughts or limiting beliefs becoming lighter and less significant. Step through the archway now, and as you do, feel a gentle tingling sensation throughout your entire being. This tingling is the energy of transformation, the feeling of old patterns dissolving and new possibilities awakening within you. You are now inside the garden of release, a place where anything that no longer serves you can be gently transformed and released. The path beneath your feet is made of smooth, warm stones that have been polished by countless others who have walked this path of healing before you. Each step you take on these stones sends waves of grounding energy up through your body, connecting you with the earth's infinite capacity for renewal and regeneration. You are not alone in this journey of release and rebuilding. You are part of an ancient tradition of souls who have chosen growth over stagnation, freedom over limitation, authentic self-expression over the need to please others. As you walk deeper into this garden, you notice that the plants and flowers around you are unlike anything you have ever seen in the ordinary world. To your left, there are trees with silver leaves that chime softly in the breeze, creating the most peaceful music that seems to resonate directly with your soul. These are the trees of wisdom, and their gentle song is teaching you that you already possess everything you need to live with confidence and authenticity. To your right, you see flowers that seem to be made of pure light, pulsing gently with colors that shift and change like the aurora borealis. These are the flowers of self-love, and as you pause to admire their beauty, their light begins to fill your heart space, reminding you of your inherent worth and the unique gifts that only you can bring to the world. Continue walking along this peaceful path, and as you do, you begin to notice that with each step, you are feeling lighter and lighter. It is as if invisible threads that have been binding you to old hurts, old fears, and old patterns are gently snapping one by one. You are not losing anything important when these threads break. Instead, you are gaining freedom, gaining space, gaining the ability to move through life with ease and confidence. Up ahead, you see a beautiful clearing in the center of the garden, and in the middle of this clearing stands the most magnificent tree you have ever seen. This is the tree of transformation, and its trunk is so wide that it would take many people holding hands to encircle it. Its branches reach high into the sky, disappearing into a canopy of golden light, while its roots extend deep into the earth, connecting it with the very heart of the planet. As you approach this remarkable tree, you notice that its bark seems to shimmer with an inner radiance, and you can feel waves of healing energy emanating from its presence. This tree has stood here for countless ages, witnessing the transformation of all who have come seeking release from what binds them and renewal of their authentic power. At the base of the tree, you discover a comfortable place to sit, perhaps on a soft cushion of moss or on a smooth stone that seems perfectly shaped for your body. As you settle into this space, you can feel the tree's energy surrounding you like a protective embrace, creating a sanctuary where you are completely safe to let go of whatever you need to release. Now, as you rest in this sacred space, I want you to bring to mind any negative attachments that you have been carrying. These might be attachments to past relationships that ended painfully, attachments to versions of yourself that no longer serve who you are becoming, attachments to the need for approval from others, or attachments to outcomes that are beyond your control. Do not force yourself to think of these attachments. Simply allow them to come into your awareness gently, without judgment, as if they are leaves floating to the surface of a still pond. Some of these attachments might be obvious to you, things you have been consciously struggling with for some time. Others might be more subtle, patterns or beliefs that have been operating in the background of your life, quietly limiting your confidence and authenticity. As each negative attachment comes into your awareness, imagine that it takes the form of a dark, heavy stone that you've been carrying in an invisible backpack. Feel the weight of this stone. Acknowledge how long you have been carrying it, and recognize that you are now ready to set it down forever. One by one, as you identify each of these stones of negative attachment, place them gently at the base of the tree of transformation. Do not throw them down in anger or frustration. Instead, place them with gratitude for the lessons they have taught you, and with relief that you no longer need to carry their weight. As each stone touches the earth at the base of the tree, watch as it begins to dissolve, not disappearing entirely, but transforming into rich, dark soil that will nourish new growth. This is the alchemy of healing. Nothing is ever truly lost, but everything can be transformed into something that serves your highest good. With each stone that you release, feel your body becoming lighter, your heart becoming more open, and your mind becoming clearer and more focused. You are literally unburdening yourself of what has been weighing you down, creating space for confidence, joy, and authentic self-expression to flourish within you. Now, as you have released these negative attachments, the tree of transformation begins to respond to your act of courage and surrender. Its golden light grows brighter, and you can see streams of luminous energy beginning to flow down from its highest branches, like liquid starlight pouring down toward you. light represents all the positive qualities that have been waiting to emerge within you once the space was created for them. This light carries confidence, self-love, inner strength, creativity, wisdom, and an unshakable sense of your own worth. As this light touches your skin, you can feel these qualities awakening within you, not as something foreign or unfamiliar, but as aspects of yourself that you are remembering and reclaiming. Allow this golden light to flow over your entire body, soaking into your skin like warm oil, penetrating deep into your muscles, your bones, your organs, and every cell of your being. This light is rewriting the very DNA of your self-perception, replacing old programs of limitation and self-doubt with new patterns of confidence, self-love, and authentic personal power. Feel this transformative light flowing into your heart space, filling it completely with an unwavering sense of your own worth. Your heart is remembering that you do not need anyone else's approval or validation to be worthy of love and respect. Your worth is intrinsic, built into the very fabric of your being, as natural and undeniable as the light of the sun. The golden light is now flowing into your solar plexus, that center of personal power, igniting a flame of confidence that can never be extinguished by outside circumstances or other people's opinions. This flame represents your authentic self, your unique gifts, and your right to take up space in the world exactly as you are. Feel the light moving into your throat area, dissolving any blockages to your authentic self-expression. Your voice matters, your truth is valuable, and you have every right to speak and act from your authentic self without apology or explanation. The transformative light flows up into your head, clearing away any mental fog, any confusion, any voices of criticism or doubt that do not belong to you. Your mind is becoming crystal clear, focused on your own path, your own goals, your own definition of success and happiness. As you sit beneath this tree of transformation, bathed in its healing light, you realize that you are not the same person who entered this garden. You have released what was weighing you down, and you have reclaimed what was always yours by right. You are confident, worthy, authentic, and free. As you rest in this transformed state beneath the tree of transformation, you begin to hear the gentle sound of flowing water in the distance. This sound is like music to your soul, a melody of renewal and fresh beginnings that calls to something deep within your being. The sound grows gradually closer, and you realize that somewhere nearby there is a river flowing through this magical garden. Feeling drawn to explore this source of peaceful sound, you rise from your resting place at the base of the tree, moving with a new lightness in your step. The golden light from the tree continues to emanate from within you now, creating a soft glow around your entire being. You are literally radiating confidence and inner peace As you make your way toward the sound of flowing water, the path leads you through another section of the garden where you notice that the plants and flowers seem to respond to your transformed energy. As you pass by, leaves turn toward you like faces seeking sunlight, and flowers seem to bloom more vibrantly in your presence. This is because you are no longer carrying the heavy energy of negative attachments. Instead, you are emanating the pure energy of your authentic self, and all of nature recognizes and celebrates this transformation. Soon you come upon the most beautiful river you have ever seen. The water is crystal clear, so pure that you can see all the way to the bottom, where smooth, colorful stones create patterns of natural art. The river flows with perfect grace, neither rushing anxiously nor moving sluggishly, but maintaining a steady, peaceful rhythm that speaks of confidence, purpose, and natural flow. This is the river of renewal, and its waters carry the power to wash away any last traces of old patterns while infusing your entire being with fresh energy, new possibilities, and unshakable self-assurance. The banks of the river are lined with soft, white sand that feels warm and welcoming beneath your feet. As you approach the water's edge, you notice that the river seems to sparkle with an inner light, as if tiny stars have been dissolved into its flowing depths. This luminescence represents all the potential that exists within you, now that you have released what was holding you back. Every sparkle is a possibility. Every glimmer is an opportunity. Every flash of light is a moment of future joy, success, and authentic self-expression waiting to unfold in your life. You feel intuitively drawn to enter this sacred river, knowing that its waters will complete the process of transformation that began when you released your negative attachments beneath the tree. As you step into the river, the water feels perfectly warm against your skin, not too hot and not too cold, but exactly the temperature that brings you the most comfort and relaxation. With each step deeper into the river, you feel layers of old energy being gently washed away. These are not layers that you consciously chose to carry, but residual imprints from past experiences, inherited patterns from family or culture, and subtle influences from a world that sometimes values conformity over authenticity. As the flowing water moves around your body, all of these foreign influences are dissolving and being carried away downstream, never to return. The water is now reaching your waist, and you can feel it working its magic on your solar plexus, that center of personal power. Any residual traces of self-doubt, any lingering habits of seeking validation from others, any remaining tendencies to diminish yourself to make others comfortable are being gently but completely washed away. In their place, the river is infusing you with an unshakable sense of your own authority over your life, your right to make choices based on your own values and desires, and your natural ability to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and grace. As the water reaches your chest and heart area, you feel a profound cleansing taking place in your emotional body. Old heartbreaks that you thought were healed are releasing their final grip on your energy. Past disappointments that created walls around your heart are dissolving completely. Fear of being hurt again, fear of not being loved for who you truly are, fear of taking emotional risks. All of these fears are being carried away by the gentle current, leaving your heart completely open, vulnerable in the most beautiful way, and ready to give and receive love authentically. The river water rises to your shoulders now, and as it does, you feel it washing away any tendency to carry burdens that are not yours to carry. For too long, perhaps, you have taken responsibility for other people's emotions, other people's choices, other people's reactions to your authentic self-expression. But as this healing water flows around your shoulders, you are remembering that your only responsibility is to be true to yourself, to act with kindness and integrity, and to allow others the dignity of their own emotional responses to your authenticity. Now the water reaches your neck and throat, cleansing away any blockages to your voice, your truth, your right to express yourself fully in the world. Perhaps in the past you learned to make yourself smaller, to speak more quietly, to hide your light so that others would not feel threatened. But as the river flows around your throat, these old patterns of self-suppression are being completely washed away, leaving your voice clear, strong, and authentically yours. Finally, the water rises to cover your entire head, and for a moment you are completely immersed in this river of renewal. You can breathe perfectly underwater, for this is a magical river that supports your every need. As you rest completely submerged in its healing waters, every cell in your body, every thought in your mind, every feeling in your heart is being purified and renewed. In this moment of complete immersion, you experience a profound realization. You are not the same person who entered this garden carrying negative attachments and limited beliefs about yourself. You have been completely transformed, renewed, and restored to your natural state of confidence, authenticity, and inner peace. When you emerge from the river, you do so with graceful, confident movements. The water runs off your body like liquid diamonds, and as each drop falls away, it carries with it any final traces of who you used to be when you were bound by negative attachments. You are now free, renewed, and radiating an inner light that can never be dimmed by external circumstances. As you step onto the warm sand of the riverbank, you notice that your reflection in the water shows someone who looks familiar, yet wonderfully different. This is still you, but it is you without the weight of negative attachments. You without the burden of seeking approval from others. You without the exhaustion of trying to be someone other than who you truly are. This reflection shows you as you were always meant to be: confident, authentic, radiant, and completely at peace with yourself. You pause for a moment to appreciate this new version of yourself, and as you do, you notice that the entire garden around you seems more vivid, more beautiful, more alive than when you first entered. This is because you are now seeing the world through eyes that are unclouded by self-doubt, through a heart that is unguarded by fear, through a mind that is uncluttered by the need to be anything other than authentically yourself. The colors are more vibrant, the fragrances more intoxicating, the sounds more melodious. Everything in your environment is responding to your transformed energy, reflecting back to you the beauty, confidence, and peace that now radiate from within your being. As you stand on the banks of the river of renewal, completely transformed and renewed, you begin to understand that this experience is not just a beautiful dream or meditation. This transformation is real and it is permanent. The confidence you feel, the peace you embody, the authentic self-expression that now flows so naturally from you, these are not temporary states that will fade when you return to ordinary consciousness. These are new patterns of being that have been established at the deepest levels of your psyche. You realize that from this moment forward, you will move through life with a fundamentally different energy. Where once you might have hesitated, second-guessed yourself, or sought approval from others, you will now act from a place of inner knowing and self-assurance. Where once you might have diminished yourself to fit in or avoid conflict, you will now stand confidently in your truth while maintaining love and respect for others. This does not mean you will become arrogant or insensitive to others. Instead, your authentic confidence creates space for others to be authentic as well. Your freedom from negative attachments allows you to love others more purely, without the distortions created by your own unhealed wounds. Your renewed sense of self-worth enables you to contribute your unique gifts to the world without reservation or apology. As these realizations settle into your consciousness, you feel a deep sense of gratitude for this journey of transformation. You are grateful for the courage you showed in being willing to release what no longer served you. You are grateful for the wisdom that guided you to this place of healing. You are grateful for the infinite capacity for renewal that exists within every human being, including yourself. Now, as you stand renewed and transformed on the banks of this sacred river, you notice that the light in the garden is beginning to shift and change. The golden radiance that fills this magical space is becoming softer, more gentle, taking on the peaceful quality of twilight. This is not a dimming of the light, but rather a natural transition toward the deep, restorative rest that your body and soul are ready to embrace. The transformation you have undergone is complete, but now it must be integrated into every layer of your being so that when you return to ordinary consciousness, these changes will be permanent and unshakable, like a seed that has been planted in fertile soil. Your renewed confidence and freedom from negative attachments must now take root in the deepest levels of your subconscious mind. As you begin to feel the gentle pull toward rest and sleep, you start to make your way back through the garden, but this time you are not retracing your steps. Instead, you are taking a new path, one that represents the new direction your life will take now that you have released what was holding you back and reclaimed your authentic power. This new path is wider than the one you traveled before, lined with soft grass that cushions each step you take. Along this path, you see markers and symbols that represent the new patterns of thinking, feeling, and being that are now becoming established within you. Each marker serves as a reminder of the transformation you have undergone and a guide for how you will move through life from this point forward. The first marker you encounter is a beautiful crystal formation that pulses with gentle blue light. This crystal represents your new relationship with yourself, built on self-love, self-acceptance, and unshakable self-worth. As you pause beside this crystal, you feel its energy resonating with your heart, establishing a permanent foundation of self-appreciation that no external circumstance can ever shake. You understand now that your worth is not dependent on your achievements, your relationships, your appearance, or anyone else's opinion of you. Your worth is inherent, woven into the very fabric of your existence, as natural and undeniable as your need to breathe. This understanding settles into your subconscious mind like roots, growing deep into rich earth, creating a foundation that will support you through every experience that lies ahead. As you continue along this path of integration, you come to the second marker, a sculpture made of flowing metal that seems to move and shift even though it is solid. This represents your new flexibility and resilience, your ability to adapt to life's changes without losing your sense of self or your inner peace. The old, rigid patterns that once bound you to negative attachments have been replaced with a graceful ability to flow with life while maintaining your core integrity. You realize that you no longer need to control every outcome or cling to specific results to feel secure. Instead, you can move through life with confidence, knowing that you have the inner resources to handle whatever comes your way. This resilience is not born of hardness or defensiveness, but of a deep trust in your own ability to grow, learn, and thrive, regardless of external circumstances. The third marker on your path is a garden of mirrors, each one reflecting a different aspect of your transformed self. In one mirror, you see yourself speaking your truth with clarity and kindness. In another, you see yourself setting healthy boundaries with love, but without guilt. In a third, you see yourself pursuing your dreams and goals with enthusiasm and persistence, undeterred by the opinions or expectations of others. Each reflection shows you living authentically, confidently, and joyfully. These are not aspirational images of who you might become someday, but previews of who you already are now that you have released your negative attachments and reclaimed your power. These images are programming themselves into your subconscious mind, creating neural pathways that will naturally guide your thoughts, feelings, and actions in the days, weeks, and months to come. As you walk deeper along this path of integration, you begin to feel a profound sense of peace settling over you like the softest blanket imaginable. This peace is different from the relaxation you felt at the beginning of this journey. That relaxation was about letting go of tension and stress. This peace is about coming home to yourself, about finally being in complete alignment with who you truly are. Your footsteps are becoming slower, more measured, as if you are walking through a field of the most beautiful flowers that ever existed. The air around you is becoming softer, warmer, more embracing, like being held in the arms of unconditional love itself. Every breath you take is filling you with more peace, more confidence, more certainty about your own worth and your right to live authentically. Now you see in the distance the final marker on this path of integration, and it takes your breath away with its beauty. It is a doorway made of pure light, not harsh or blinding, but gentle and welcoming like candlelight or starlight. This doorway represents the transition from this magical garden of transformation back into your ordinary life. But you are not returning as the same person who began this journey. As you approach this doorway of light, you understand that when you pass through it, you will enter into the most peaceful, restorative sleep you have ever experienced. This will not be ordinary sleep, but healing sleep, transformational sleep, sleep that allows these new patterns of confidence and authentic self-expression to integrate completely into every cell of your body and every neural pathway in your brain. Standing before this doorway, you take a moment to acknowledge the profound courage you have shown tonight. You chose to face your negative attachments rather than continuing to carry them. You chose to release what was familiar, but limiting rather than staying in patterns that felt safe but kept you small. You chose transformation over stagnation, authenticity over approval seeking, self-love over self-criticism. These choices take tremendous courage, and you should feel proud of yourself for taking this journey of healing and growth. Not everyone is willing to do the inner work required to live authentically and confidently. But you have done this work, and now you are ready to receive the gifts that come from living in alignment with your true self. As you step through the doorway of light, you feel yourself being gently transported back to your physical body, back to your bed, or wherever you are resting. But you are not leaving the garden behind entirely. The garden exists within you now, a sanctuary you can return to anytime you need to reconnect with your authentic self or release anything new that no longer serves you. The tree of transformation has taken root in your heart. The river of renewal flows through your veins. The path of integration has become the way you move through life. You carry this magical garden with you always, and it will continue to nurture your confidence, your authenticity, and your inner peace for the rest of your life. Now, as you settle more deeply into your resting place, you can feel your body becoming heavier and heavier, as if you are sinking into the most comfortable bed that has ever been created. Your muscles are completely relaxed, your mind is perfectly quiet, and your heart is filled with peace and self-love. With each breath, you are sinking deeper and deeper into healing sleep. Your subconscious mind is working throughout the night to integrate all the positive changes you have made, weaving your new patterns of confidence and authenticity into the very fabric of your being. When you wake in the morning, these changes will feel natural, effortless, as if you have always been this confident, this authentic, this free from negative attachments. Your sleep tonight will be deeper and more restorative than any sleep you have had in a very long time. Your dreams will be peaceful, perhaps filled with symbols of your continued growth and transformation. Your body will use this time of rest to align itself with your new energy, your new sense of self, your new way of being in the world. As you drift deeper and deeper into this healing sleep, know that you are completely safe, completely supported, and completely worthy of all the good things that are now flowing toward you. Your willingness to release negative attachments has created space for positive experiences, loving relationships, and authentic success to enter your life. You are confident now, not with the false confidence that comes from comparing yourself to others or achieving external validation, but with the quiet, unshakable confidence that comes from knowing and accepting yourself completely. You are authentic now, not performing a version of yourself that you think others want to see, but expressing your true thoughts, feelings, and desires with clarity and kindness. You are free now from the bonds of negative attachments, free to love without clinging, free to pursue your dreams without needing to control every outcome, free to be yourself without apology or explanation. This freedom is your natural birthright, and you have reclaimed it tonight through your courage and commitment to your own healing and growth. Sleep now, dear one. Sleep deeply and peacefully, knowing that you are exactly who you are meant to be, worthy of all the love and happiness that life has to offer. Let your dreams carry you further into this new reality you have created, and wake tomorrow ready to live as the confident, authentic, freely expressing person you truly are. Rest in the knowledge that your transformation is complete and permanent. Sleep in the peace of knowing that you are finally, completely, authentically home within yourself. Dream sweetly of all the beautiful experiences that await you now that you have released what was holding you back and embraced who you truly are. Good night and sleep well, beautiful soul. You have done magnificent work tonight, and you deserve the deepest, most peaceful rest. Let sleep take you now into the arms of healing dreams and regenerative rest, where your new reality will continue to unfold and blossom throughout the night. Sleep deeply, sleep peacefully, sleep confidently, knowing that you are exactly where you belong, exactly who you are meant to be, and exactly as worthy of love and happiness as any soul who has ever existed. Sleep well and wake renewed, refreshed, and ready to live your authentic life with complete confidence and joy.